It's just something on my spirit that I wanted to talk about right quick. I have been doing many videos lately because, I've been busy, and as well, just a lot has been going on. A lot of challenges have arisen, but, I thank the Father that He provides the way to give us the solutions in order to solve these challenges that we experience in life. And let me tell you, man, when it rains, it pours. But what I wanted to talk about was something that was deep in my spirit. And that deals with I came back and we did some flooring. I had to pick up some laminate flooring for my own kitchen remodel, and scoping that out. We went and got some. We had a beautiful time. But today has been a beautiful day. But back to what I was talking about: the spirit of bitterness. We all know when we're bitter against someone, when we're angered towards someone, and the person may know it because they may have done us wrong in some way, shape, fashion, or form. They may have stolen from us, or broken our hearts, or betrayed us. And I'm not going to dismiss someone who felt or feels a certain way towards another. If you were betrayed, you were betrayed. And that is a legitimate feeling. However, especially when you've done right by that individual and that person went behind your back and they betrayed you, that can cut real deep, because with people whom you say that you trust, especially those who are in leadership positions, you trust that this person is going to do right by you. You trust that this person is not going to betray you or go behind your back. You trust those things because they're in that position. However, you got to understand that people don't operate with a sense of moral center like others do. Personally, I don't care what position I'm in. There's certain lines that I will never cross. But everybody don't have the same moral compass that you do. So we have to always take that into consideration. So, bitterness can come as a direct result of something that somebody has done something to you, or something that had nothing to do with you, that you've received that spirit. Either way, or more importantly, the way in which someone has done something to you, you can have a bitter spirit towards them. And it's always important to understand something. This kind of stuff is just rottenness to the bone. And let me tell you, man, this is not something that you want to be under. This is not a spirit in which you want to, give place to, because it hinders you from moving forward. It hinders you from growth. And if we're not growing, we're not dying. We're dying. And one of the chief things that, I value so dearly is being able to grow. Being able to look at myself 3 to 5 years ago and say, am I a better individual than I was 3 to 5 years ago? Have I grown? Have I developed? Have I achieved new skills? Have I accomplished things? Have I raised the bar when I look at myself in the mirror? And you can't do that if you're under a spirit of bitterness. Because, see, what bitterness does is it binds you. And it has you repeating, contemplating, rethinking, rehashing the same kind of betrayal, anger, and resentment that you have in your heart towards another that may or may not have done you wrong. And so we're not going to grow. We're not going to experience anything. I attribute my success or my success and growth because this is just the beginning. My wife was telling me that, she was listening to, some people on a podcast, and some people on the show talking about, how, I advertised that, my business, Confident Contracting Services, has hit the 6-figure mark in terms of revenues, and we'll surpass that next year. And they were saying that it was carnal. It was a Roman way. I just don't understand this thought process. However, and that's all good and fine, well and dandy, but I can assure you of this: no one can accuse me of building something off of the backs of others, or accomplishing or taking from others. You know why? Because I've been able to move out into the country, build a business from nothing, and develop it into a 6-figure operation with these hands and with the blessing that Yah himself has given to me. So there's very few men, if not any men, out there in this, I don't care what their position is, that's going to shake me on the blessings that I find in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, that I live. When I go line by line, I can see it transform and manifest in my life. So you're not going to achieve anything if you're holding bitterness or anger or resentment in your heart towards anybody. You're just not going to do it. And you got to understand that we're living in a time where betrayal, deceit, lying, treachery, backstabbing, railing accusations, this has become the norm now, especially in the Israelite community. And you're not going to grow and develop if you take on this persona of bitterness, anger, railing accusations. Is it sometimes just to walk away and just say, hey, it is what it is, and then focus all your time, energy, and effort on the vision that the Most High Yah has put in your heart. And I'll tell you, as a living testimony, I can testify to this myself. When you do that and you move forward, two things are going to happen. You're going to receive the increase. You're going to be blessed through the labor of your hands. But in addition to that, you're going to see your enemies, those who came against you, those who betrayed you, those who have an unrepentant heart. You're going to see all those people fall. You're going to see all those people, great calamity is going to come on those people. And let me tell you, it's my personal testimony that I see it time and time and time and time and time again. And, when I look out at people and I see their current condition, I feel sorrow. I really do feel sorrow. A lot of sorrow comes. I was watching a video of men attacking and defaming the character of Pastor Corey. And let me tell you, I literally got sick to my stomach. I really got sick to my stomach. But, this is where we are today. This is the hour that we're living in, when people have no shame, no remorse, and they think that they're doing y'all a service. But you have to make sure that you keep your eyes focused, that you keep your vision focused on the vision that the Most High has put in your heart. And I'm telling you, He will bless you, but you got to stay focused, because there's many distractions out there. And they're full out for the world to see. But bitterness, envy, jealousy, I've never been a person to be envious and jealous of what somebody else has done or whatever accomplished. I have good friends, close friends that are close to me. And it's amazing how this other stuff is turning out, but far more socioeconomically successful than men. I love them like brothers. Very successful in business, very successful in adventures. And I never felt anything against them or felt a spirit of bitterness and envy against them. Because, people that are not bitter and envious, they can look at another person, they can look at their success, and they can say, you know what, hey, great on. But a person that's filled with envy and bitterness, they can't look at another person's success. And as well, the narcissist, the control freak, the megalomaniac, the damn tyrant. These kind of people, They can't look at another person and praise and acknowledge another person's success because of the spirits that they're under. And if you are blessed with the spirit of discernment, like I am, you can clearly see how Satan attacks, because clearly the Most High said, or Yeshua said, let no man deceive you. But it's amazing in this day and age how many people are claiming to have been deceived. I don't have a testimony of deception. No man has ever deceived me. No man. And I said it. You know, it's amazing. Somebody attacked me and they said, so nobody can deceive you? Well, didn't Yeshua say, let no man deceive you? Because you allowed. That's why he said, let no man deceive you. I see it all. I see it all. There ain't nobody, I don't care what their title or position is running game through this mind. I see the bullshit. I see the trickery. I see the deceit. I see the treachery. I see the usury. It's right out there for you to see. And I don't play. I'm not the type of person that plays these mental gymnastics of whether or not this person is what they is. No, I call it like I see it. And I deal with people accordingly. So I don't have any testimony of I was deceived by nobody. No one has ever deceived me. It's the self-deception that gets you. And this is what a lot of people are, the self-deception. But going back, you have to make sure that you're operating in a spirit of forgiveness. Whether or not this person wants to acknowledge that they've wronged you or not, you have to forgive, because if you don't forgive, you cannot move forward. You cannot get the increase that the Most High has promised you, because you're under this spirit of unforgiveness, this spirit of forgiveness. All right, let me tell you, only until after I decided to forgive that the Most High blessed me with $100,000 client. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Gotta forgive. Gotta move forward. The Most High will deal with the betrayer. The Most High will deal with the Judas. The Most High will deal with the backstabber. The Most High will deal with the person that goes behind it. He'll deal with them, and I'm clearly seeing this in this day and age. And the end result is always death, a horrible death. And so we're going to see this come to pass. But for those who have the spirit of unforgiveness, you have to forgive, move forward, and you will be blessed, anointed, sanctified, set apart, and get the increase that Yah promised. But you gotta forgive.